the people they hung out with, I knew them, but I didn't know them per se, like what they did as they got older. So I'd ask questions, you know what I mean? But nothing seemed to come up with any idea of anything going on. Plus, I was working too at the same time. So I was just I try to figure things out with all three of my boys, if with their actions and the difference between how Michael would say something, if he's ever lied to me, did it portray as he got bigger, was that the same way he lied to me, if that makes sense, or Tim or Matt, but all three, because they've all, of course, lied to me. I've lied to my parents. So I try to remember that, but I never did see any bad signs. Mike went in the Army after he got out of high school, straight in the Army. Tim went to another kind of school and learned different things. So he started doing moving furniture and working all the time. So he did good. And then Matt went to college at Lincoln Tech and got his criminal justice degree. So he was doing good. So I never seen no signs. They all was doing so good. But one day with Matthew, he had come in and I noticed his eyes looked different. And I said, Matt, what's wrong with your eyes? He's like, oh, I've been taking this speed stuff, Mom, to keep me going for school. He said, because it's so much to learn and my head gets tired and I get a headache. But if I can take this speed, it's like, oh my God, Matt, you shouldn't take speed, or do anything like that. It's like, if you got a headache, take aspirin. I said, because speed could lead to something else, son. He's like, oh, Mom. He said, you don't understand. He said, I'm trying to get this stuff done, and if I'm tired, I can't. So if I take the speed, I can. And I was like, okay, well, there's stuff I can't do, but I don't take nothing to make it happen. I have to figure out how to make it happen. And he's like, oh, Mom, my God. Well, that's probably where that started with Matt. But Mike or Tim, I never really had to worry about that stuff. But with Mike, I never knew. Never knew. He'd never tell me anything. I found out a bunch of stuff later, you know what I mean, with Mike. But Matt, I think after he graduated, I think he started doing other things. I think he did. Even though I asked him, he'd say no, just by his demeanor. But Mike was in the Army for, I think, a year. So I didn't know, what he was doing there until later.